We are live, boys, for the final game of the Championship season. Of course, Blackburn Rovers are going to Birmingham. Tony Mowbray's last day as manager, that's confirmed. Of course, and yes, so I believe it's also Lee Bowyer's last game in charge as manager of Birmingham City. Nothing on the line for Rovers today, just pride at stake, of course, and hopefully we can finish the campaign as high as possible up the table. I think we can possibly go up to 8th, 7th, a little bit out of reach. But also, we're going to keep an eye on the games going around the grounds as well. It's just me today. Again, we did last season some ambitious stuff. The plan was to do something this season, but I'm a busy old bee, and I've got a lot going on behind the scenes, and it's a very stressful time. And I just don't have the spare time to do it at the moment, to get a hold of the guys that we had last time. So maybe we could do that next season, of course. But anyway, here today, we're going to watch the game. Yes, I'm not going to show the game. I'm going to be watching the game. If you don't know, you just don't know. But I will let you know when the goals and the drama and everything kicks off at St Andrews, of course. Yes, we are. I've got a bit of an experimental lineup. We'll take a look at the team news in a second, of course. But we do anticipate this to be both managers' final game in charge. But anyway, if you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe and keep you bang up to date with all things Rovers related, Championship related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof. Of course, let's take a look at that team news. It should be down the bottom end of your screen here, around about there. It should be, some bizarro faces or unfamiliar faces. Let's start with our hosts, of course, and respected host Birmingham City, of course. Not the greatest season for them, of course. A couple of spots above the drop zone. They will definitely want to change it. But when you look at their team, it's actually not a bad-looking team. I don't know what's gone wrong here with Birmingham. Etheridge between sticks, good solid goalkeeper there. They got Pedersen on the left-hand side of a back three. Of course, I know him as a left back, really. Roberts and then Gordon make up the back three there. Colin on the right-hand side. A couple of seasons ago, he was one of the best right backs in the division. Sunjic, James, and Tahiti Chong on the left-hand side as well. With Bakuna, Lyle Taylor never miss penalties, and of course Onal Hernandez. It's not a bad team there. Some good players. Maybe do they not gel well? I don't know. I don't really watch Birmingham City, but of course that's the lineup. As for Rovers, of course we've got Kaminsky between six, Pickering on the left hand side. David, we've got James Brown. Of course on the right hand side we've got Scotty Water and Daniel Ayala. Teo Dunn alongside Travis in midfield with Gallagher, Buckley and Hedges with Brereton up top. We do have a couple of interesting names on the bench for Blackburn Rovers. Dylan McInday, of course, one of our signings. Jeremy played about 10 minutes. I think got himself injured. Billy Bargany was. But I'm excited to see him back. Bradley Dack on the bench as well. And Jack Vale, who's been scoring a shit ton load of goals amongst the substitutes. We do see Darrell Lenihan on the bench, which is interesting. The jury is out on a lot of other out of contract players. Of course, we do expect some of them to go, but there is rumblings and grumblings that maybe Darrell Lenihan and Ryan Nyambe might be back next season. Of course, if so, then that will be a bit of welcome news for Rovers going into post-season, where of course we're looking for a new manager and looking for new reinforcements as well. Also, Big Babo Burton Diaz is here. He's starting. Of course, is this his final game? Will we squeeze any games out of him before we potentially sell him next season as well? So it's a big old question. We might keep a hold of him, we might keep a hold of him until January, then flog him off then. Who knows? Who bloody knows? Make sure you get your picks in the chat there. Alexander Haber in the house. Respect. Of course I remember you guys. I'm just so bloody busy. It's just madness. I've had about a bazillion interviews for some roles, some good news, some don't know no news, and it's just and they require stuff. They require me to do extra stuff, and I got a big old week this week for potentially a mega opportunity, which. Let's go. Who would you rather have, Farke or Mowbray? Farke would be the answer to that one. That's an easy question. Give me one on pop music. I'm pretty good on the old pop music stakes. But anyway, this is, of course, the setup here. We've got a live interactive table, which I think will move up and down, of course, when things happen. We have, of course, interactive score lines that will update themselves, but I will hopefully bring you back up to date with the goals as they go in. And, of course, we've got the team news over there. So all you need, plus a nice cup of coffee, which I'm going to crack into now because I've already gobbled up my first cup of coffee. It is early for me, 7:25 a.m. in the US of A. That's, of course, allows me to watch this game because it's on Rovers I follow. So late. All right, lads. I've got to get a video online here, so you've got to give me a minute while I juggle that. The teams are coming out. Rovers, I don't even know what kit they're wearing today. I don't know if it's going to be the red black, or if it's going to be the yellows. Do we know? Do we know if it's the red black? Look, it could be the yellows. I see a couple of yellow shirts. They are kids. Yeah, so we'll see. Rothwell Nyambi might be leaving. Well, we'll see about that. But, yeah, interesting stuff. Have I fixed this up? Yeah, I'm just going to get the playoff second legs for the League One up. I got up early to do that. But I've had a busy old, horrible old week. Just waiting on some news, not getting the news. And then another shit comes along and makes me another opportunities come around, and it's looking good, but it's going to, in order for it to succeed, to be successful, I'm going to have to work my ass off, and that's going to take a lot of long hours, long days to get the stuff needed to at least be considered for something. Anyway, enough about that. I hope you get what you want. Don't forget. No. Thank you, appreciate that. No, don't worry. I just need to get this next week or so. I think at the end of May we'll know where we are, whether we're staying where we are or whether things are changing for the better or what. So I've just got to be patient. I've got to be patient. There's about 4 different avenues that my life could go in the next week. So it's absolutely bedlam. And it also will have a domino effect on the channel, depending on what goes on. If this mega one happens, then nothing much will change, to be honest with you. But if I stay where I am, things will have to change because I just don't have the time. Just restarting my studies as well. Golly. Okay, let me just finish this up. Okay, we're going to watch the game in. We are waiting for the players. We're still about 2 or 3 minutes from kick. So yeah, make sure you smash the subscribe. We will be having a lot of content over the next few weeks. It's just when I was going to do these League One reviews. I just don't have the time now. It's absolutely I was prepped and ready to go. Okay, in this video I will give you my predictions for the League One playoff semi-final second leg. Okay, bang, 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 bang. Okay, so yes, make sure you join me for this one. I will keep you bang up to date with what's going on elsewhere around the grounds, of course. As we do see who will end up in those illustrious playoff spots. Of course, 2 of them have been decided. Forest are there, Huddersfield are there, Sheffield United and Luton are in there right now. But of course, Middlesbrough and Millwall have an outside sniff. Of course, basically, Millwall and Middlesbrough both need to win their games, but it ain't easy, guys. It's not an easy attempt for Millwall anyway. They take on Bournemouth, who might be on the beaches. They got, of course, secure promotion last week with that must-win game against Nottingham Forest. It wasn't a great game, was it, to be honest with you? To be honest with you, the game we should have been watching was the Villarreal game, where it was action stations, of course. Meanwhile, Middlesbrough, they're at home, I believe. I know they're actually on the road to Preston North End. That ain't easy either. Actually, Rovers are playing in the red and black halves. And a good chance for Ayala to show me what it's all about. Because Ayala, I did notice that he's probably our highest paid player on the books, or maybe joint highest paid player. He's up there, 15 grand a week. It has given me some pause for thought. Next season, maybe that wages could be best used elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like, he's always he's Mr. Injury prone. He is good. He is an elite centre-back when fit. So anyway, what else is going on? So we got Luton Town up against Reading. Basically, winning, you're in Luton Town. And when it does get to the playoffs, and let's just say if we're looking at the 4 teams now, Huddersfield, Forest, Sheffield United and Luton, who would I want out of those? Luton Town would be an absolute bonkers story. But to be honest with you, if we're going to make it possible for us, I think we want to get rid of the strongest team. So maybe Sheffield United, maybe Forest, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which way I would go. Hi, when will you do more FIFA vlogs? FIFA vlogs. You're a cracker. You. Where were League One predictions? They're coming, Brandon. I'm just finishing up that video. It's recorded. It's uploaded. I've just got to press. I've just got to do a couple of bits. They're going to be on. It's going to be on the channel in about a minute. As you can see, I'm multitasking. So, will we get some goals? Of course, we did play Birmingham the last game of the season last year. So, will we get some goals this time? It was a bit of a barnstorming finish last season. Yeah, they will be on the channel shortly. Let me just get rid of this. I'm just going to pump it live now. Let me move this beast over. But thanks for joining me on this final game of the season. Of course, on a Saturday, this 7th of May, is raining outside for me. Raining cats and dogs. Of course, Rovers look like they're going to go from right to left. Birmingham from left to right. So, yeah, get in amongst it. And, of course, the League One playoff final does have maybe an implication to Blackburn Rovers. And, of course, potentially our next manager. With hotly linked Gareth Ainsworth and Liam Manning potentially in the mixer there. Both... locking horns as well, actually, so we'll see. So that playoff video should be live around about now. Isn't League playoff weekend next weekend? Where is League One playoffs second leg? So the League One playoff second leg video just went live now. Just refresh, it's on the channel. The next ones, of course, we're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. Once I think we're going to have to work on them maybe Monday, something like that. So we will get cracking on those. So the games are kicked off around the place, except for here at Ewood Park, unless my computer is slow. No, I don't have the scoreline on there. I'm a little bit rusty, but yeah, I do have a lot going on. Everywhere, just everywhere. I used to say, I really wish I was really busy. You know what I mean? Really busy with all sorts of stuff, like loads going on. And now I am really busy, and I'm thinking, I wish I wasn't so busy. I just wanted to feel important, but now I've created a lot of work. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got the house stuff, other stuff, work stuff, interview stuff, other stuff. Just now, I wish I could clone myself really to be able to do a lot more stuff. Anyway, we're about to kick off, and it is Birmingham kicking off. They will go from left to right, and we're going to go from right to left. And again, there's not much on. Oh gosh, that's going to get annoying. I'm going to mute that son of a bitch. So we are unterwegs, as they say in Germany, which means underway. Now, I did say Birmingham do have a good-looking some individuals here, and we have an early free kick for Birmingham. Again, I'm not really asked, to be honest with you, but let me have a look at the permutations of where Rovers could finish with a result. Need to look at the table. The table is there on the screen for you here. So free kick for Birmingham. So in theory, we could mathematically drop all the way down to 12th. However, that would be a bit of a bizarro rule, because the goal difference between ourselves and those beneath us is much weaker. We do have a good goal difference. Here comes the free kick. Lomped in, high. Our Rovers on the beaches. Travis wearing the captain's armband today. That was James Brown, first bit of action. Remember, he was a signing as well, picked up from Ireland. I do like it when we pick up some little known unknowns, and from Ireland, you know, there's some really good talents come out of there recently, and hopefully James Brown could be a little hidden gem for next season, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, yes, so we could mathematically go down to 12th if QPR, Coventry, etc., win. Our goal difference is much better than that, so I don't see that happening. We could, though, if we lose today, go to 10th. But ideally, a win for us potentially could get us up to 8th, depending on what goes on with Millwall. Millwall have to beat Bournemouth to stop that. A draw would keep them at 8th. So 9th. I think at the end of the season, we're likely to finish either 10th, between 8th and 10th. Hello, Andrew, what in the house? Just depressing to look back at where we... I know, Raymond, it is. And you gotta, if you're in amongst the old Twitter community or whatever, it is hard. It is hard to look at this, and because we've been with Mowbray for a long time now, 5 years. You got attached. I've got attached to him. You guys got attached to him. But I never felt this way about a manager in a while. like gutted. It's like losing Alan Shearer back in. I know that sounds a bit stupid. A player that's been there for a while, and we've gone through some stuff with him. When Danny Graham left, I was a little bit gutted about that. But recently, when Adam Armstrong left, I wasn't too arsed about it, to be honest with you. Yes, he scored some good goals, but it was for the greater good. We made a bit of money out of it. He's gone on to, I wouldn't say better things, but he's gone on to pastures new, and it's not really worked out for him. But you get attached to players and managers, and prior to Mowbray, there's been a whole wave of shite that we didn't get attached to because they were awful. They were awful when they started, and they were probably even more awful when they left. So now Mowbray, yeah, he's not ripped up trees, but we had some good days. What on earth was that by Kaminski? Wow, back pass. Van Heck will be a big loss to the defence. Yeah, and I don't know. But I'm ready. I'm ready to take that plunge. That's a funky word, isn't it? Plunge. Plunge. Yes, there is some dog shit, and we've been down this road. I don't really want to harp on about it. There is some dog shit out there. But there are some good managers out there. Now I want to say this because it doesn't seem to be picked up a lot by anybody. But there was an article, and I did do it in my own contenders video last time around when I think we just beat Millwall or something. That's a good effort there by Birmingham on the 4th minute. Kaminski with the save. Lyle Taylor being a nuisance in the box, but the shot come from a youngster. Looks like a baby face. Looks like a guy in nappies. Don't even know who he is. Young gun. Anyway, so there was an article by Nick Nixon, of course, who seems to be in the mix with a lot of Rovers content. I guess he must be either pals with some people up there, but he seems to be in the know sometimes. And he did say, long high ball here for Diaz. Keeper is off his line, it might be offside. But he did say that the last time they went through a rut, and this was last season, I was livid. I think a lot of us were livid, and it was time to go then, I felt. But they did say that Venky's were looking at the next managerial appointment will be a foreign appointment. They will be looking at the foreign market. So bear that in mind. I know things might have changed by then, but that statement might still be the case. So foreign market for me, yeah, it does look like it does potentially have that Farker feel about it if the numbers are right. And of course, there's been a statement recently that he is not interested or whatever, but his representatives say contrary to that. Also, there's Philip Cocu out there. And I did have a little scour yesterday. There are some managers out there. Slash Djokovic. There are some good ones. There are some really horrible ones. But again, we've got to see. I'm trying to take notes of what I get from reporters. One, they say they're not going to get anybody in a job that requires compensation. Guys that, and then also that article saying a foreign manager. So I'm trying to look at those attributes or statements and then create my own sort of agenda here, really, and see and expect that. But yeah, there are some great British managers as well. But right now, I don't know. I don't know which way we're going to go. And again, I don't know if things are going to develop after this match today in regards to, are we looking at anybody in the Championship right now in post? And in regards to Gareth Ainsworth and your Liam Mannings, while the playoffs are in action, we're not going to get any answers. And that's what pisses me off, is that I want a manager to come in pretty early. I don't want to be dicking around. Here we go. Here comes Rovers on the break. Looks like Travis on a run here. Lays off to the right-hand side. Remember, we've got Edges starting today, and of course he could be a key figure for us. Lovely high ball. Tries to pick out Diaz. No, loose ball. Here's a chance of Pickering. He loops it. Great shot by Gallagher. Remember, Gallagher just needs one goal to get double digits. That's, of course, what we want to see today. A double digit. That was a good effort there. Gallagher, good build-up play. Rovers playing with a bit of freedom, with no pressure. No pressure. But anyway. So regardless, it's 99.9% looking that we are going to get a new manager. There is still a glimmer of hope that Mowbray might turn around and come back. I think there's a glimmer, a sliver of hope, but I don't think so. But anyway, next season, new manager, right here, right now, raw predictions of where you think Rovers are going to be. Even if we get Farker, which will be an absolute amazing pickup, I don't think we should expect or demand the world. If you look at his first season at Norwich, it was not the greatest. 14th in the Championship. It was the second season that he got him up there. So, what do we expect with a new manager? What are we gonna? What's the pressure for the guy? Do we expect playoffs instantly, or do we want? We will finish seventh. Okay. I don't know. Well, I think if we can match, definitely we can match whatever we've done this season. Next season, then with whoever, then I think we're on to something. I would give the guy 3 years, 2 to 3 years to do it, because that's what we've got to be doing. We're going to be looking at bettering ourselves. If we go backwards, no disrespect, and just float around the 13th, 14th spots, then we're not going anywhere. We need to be moving forward. And yeah, Mowbray looks like he's given us a top 10 finish. Final season, which is great. It's a chance there for Rovers. Travis, of course, wearing captain's armband. It looks like he will be Capitano next season. Are we happy with that? We have a goal. Sheffield United have an early goal against Fulham. Wow. Well, that does have ramifications, of course. Sheffield United cementing with that goal right now their top 6 spots. They are going into the playoffs as it stands. I'm trying to get the goal scorer on that. I'll give it to you in a second. It is, according to my eyes, a mystery. I still don't know who the goal scorer is. It's a foul there, surely. Nope. Ref says play on. I hope that we get into the playoffs next season. Oh, of course I do as well, but I don't know. Chats, Birmingham. Ooh, cleared in the end. Gibbs White with the goal for Sheffield United within the first 10 minutes on that game. Fulham are on the beaches. They don't give a shit. They're there and there. And, of course, joining them will be Bournemouth as well. Sheffield United, of course, haven't had a striker in the past few games. That's another foul. Right in front of the referee's eyes there. Rovers will get in amongst it. 10 minutes gone in our game. It's 0-0 here. So just the one goal with the Championship. Sheffield United with the lead, and it's an important one. It's an important one as well. What's that done? I don't like this fucking table. It's not updating. Maybe if I did this. Duplicate this. Is that personal substitute with a foul by inch? I don't know. I didn't see. It was a midfielder. I don't think it was. I'm just going to go with Pedersen. I don't think it was Pedersen because of the hair. I didn't see the. This will be good. Nice little pop-out table here. Brilliant. Didn't know I could do that. A live table. Awesome. Foursome. I don't know. I can't guarantee who got that. I'm also not going to be doing a League 2 end of season climax today because I'm too busy. I've got graduation shit to get to tomorrow. I've got a party for that on Monday. I've got to do this interview prep. I'm going to make a sort of portfolio website bullshit, and who knows? I don't even know where I'm going to go with that. So a lot of stuff to do, and I just need to put the brakes on this. Take a break from this. Refresh the blocks. Here comes Rovers now. On the left-hand side is Diaz making a push. Caddy's made a diagonal run to the right-hand side. Hedges will get swamped. Pulls it back, does he? That's actually Gallagher. Lays off now. Where's my James Brown? I want to see him get some touches. Taylor done in midfield. Last time he was out for Rovers, he got a red. That's a bit of a shit pass as well. Going back to the left-hand side now. In Rovers territory is Pickering. Lays it off. Taylor Dunn getting involved in a lot of stuff, but to little or no avail. Kaminsky provides an outlook now as we come from the right-hand side. He'll boot it long, and basically giving up possession to Birmingham. However, the bad touch there sees Gallagher make a rake, and here we go. It's Edges. Can't get the lucky bounce. Gallagher, though, former Birmingham striker as well. I believe you're playing 3 at the back, James. Alan Deacon in the house. Rovers. Banging the ball around here a little bit. It's Scotty Wharton. Again, could be the back four for Rovers next season. Brown, Pickering, Ayala, and Wharton. It could be the back four, so we'll see. Lovely ball. Diaz with an header goes wide of it. We have a goal at Stoke. Coventry, of course, ending the season strongly with a 1-0 lead there. Of course, Coventry would now move up to 66 points. It's a 10th with that goal. It's Gayorquez. So, yeah, another goal for him. He proved out to be an absolute bargain. Robbins has signed on for another deal for Coventry. That was a potential manager I was looking at the Championship myself. But he will be back for Coventry next season. And that is great stuff for Coventry. You know what I mean? They came back last season, survived. I thought they were going to go down. They now finished. They look like they're going to be in top half of the table, top 10 finish. And who knows where they'll be next season as well. So we'll see. Here comes Birmingham on the left-hand side. But I am looking forward to a break. There will be some football over the summer with the Nations League and all that kind of stuff. Germany against England. Who will be the next Rovers boss? Any suggestions? Well, here we go. Hang on a minute. Rovers down the right, left-hand side. Can't get on this. Farker is the obvious candidate that the Rovers faithful want, but it's a ambitious target. It is when you take him out of the equation, there is no common ground. There's no favourite that everyone else sees. There's no second best. Everyone's all over the place. You know, Ainsworth would, you know what, I do. What scares me with Ainsworth, and who do you think is a good target? I think Ainsworth would be fantastic for us. I think, hang on a second. Chance there, Rovers, put across the face of goal, it goes wide. So what I do like about Ainsworth is he is a local lad. He's got a bit of something about him. I know what concerns me, though, is, you know, when you look at some of the statistics Wickham have, and he might only be managing to the way he knows, with the basic stuff and the slim pickings at his disposal. He might not be, you know, you take him out of that system and try to do something a little bit more, you know, upgraded. Can his managerial style go with that? But he is charismatic. He's got a Hollywood look about him, you know what I mean? When you looked him in, if you looked him in the game against MK Dons this past midweek here, you know, showing off a lot of chest hair and all that. He's just like Mr. like sexy son of a bitch, you know what I mean? With his long flowing hair, leather jacket, probably leather pants. You never know. He's definitely and yeah, he will bring the Rovers. I expect the attendances to go up with him as manager. It's a game changing one. Views on Exeter City. Is there any way to watch the match? The only way to watch the match is to get on a plane, come to bloody Pennsylvania, State College, middle of Pennsylvania, pull up a seat, come sit right here next to me, and then we can watch the game together. Or you could have a look around on the dodgy Ukrainian, Russian, whatever, Belarusian sites, whatever it is. Here we go. Chance, lovely ball. Could be a goal here. Diaz, create some space. Bit too much, touches too much, goes down like a sack of spuds as well. Any more goals? No, there's no more goals. View Exeter City, I think they've done a tremendous job as well, and that manager would also be somebody to look at. You know, is it Taylor? I think, I can't remember, but he could be a candidate. But I don't think managers who get promoted will leave their clubs. Like the guy Rob Edwards, I think from his point of view, he should move. His stock is high. And you would want to make a move while your stock is high. Because if you have a terrible season in League One, then you might not get another chance like that. Look at Derek Adams. His stock was high from Morecambe. He probably got a right old good payday from Bradford City, but it didn't work out. Didn't work out for them. So then he's back to go with his tail between his legs, back at Morecambe now. But he's actually landed on his feet because they say he stayed in League One, and maybe he can actually show what they're all about. But there are some really good managers out there, and I'm gonna throw some names out there that probably haven't been heard, and there is some that not gonna like. You're not gonna like these, but I'm gonna throw some out there. Neil Critchley, of course, from Blackpool, done a fantastic job. He would be a great candidate for me. Local as well. An ex Burnley player. Joe Barton, of course, Joe Fisticuffs Barton. He did a fantastic job with Fleetwood. Of course, look where they are now. Of course, you pull the rug from under his feet, and of course, look what happens. That collapsed, and of course, they just held on to avoid relegation. But he did a fantastic job with Bristol Rovers in the end. It took them long enough. Of course, they're in the playoffs. They could actually get automatics as well. He could be an outside candidate, but of course, he does come with a load of baggage, a lot of baggage. The guy at Exeter, the guy at Forest Green. Those are some candidates there. Into League One, Liam Manning is another one. Darren Moore, I heard his name the other day. Not too sure about Darren Moore, to be honest with you. I did like him a couple. I don't know. Alex Neil for Sunderland. If they don't get it right, I think he could be a cheap candidate as well. I don't want Hughes. Hughes is past his sell-by date, to be honest with you, especially for us. I think he should just stick where he's at for Bradford and enjoy that project. So, yeah, I'm worried. But I'm also excited about here comes Edges. Lovely run from Edges. Goes for a shot. Ricochet will be a corner for Rovers. And maybe we can get our heads on this. Long range effort from Edges. Needs a goal. It'll be interesting to see our team next season as well. How come you can watch it in America and in England you can't? Well, hey, don't get me wrong. It is one of the greatest additions to move into to the US. And when I first moved, I was gutted because I thought I'm never going to watch my beloved Rovers again. Corner here, hang on a second. Pickering's on it, left hand side, whips it in. We've been pretty good at set pieces this season for a change. Headed down, it's loose. So yeah, when I moved to the US, I was gutted because I didn't think I'd ever watch it. And then we got relegated to League One. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to watch Blackburn Rovers. But yeah, the I Follow package does give those foreign disconnected fans the ability to watch it. You do have to pay a whole bunch of money though. It ain't cheap, $100-$200 for the season to be able to watch it. And for me, that's chump change. They could actually. I don't want to say it too loudly because they might listen in. They could actually charge a bit more, and I would still pay because I'm supporting my club in a little way, and the ability to watch the game live is bloody lovely. So for me, I'm grateful, forever grateful for this. But of course, it doesn't change the atmosphere and the smell of the grass when you're there at Ewood. So yes, I can watch this in my underpants, which I am doing right here, right now. And if I did that at Ewood, I'd probably get arrested. Philip Cocu. Now, Philip Cocu, to be honest with you, Holloway, no way. You really want us to fail, don't you, Alan? You really want us to fail. Holloway's also passed his sell-by date. The Warnocks, the Harry Redknaps, the Holloways, they're all past the sell-by date. 2-0 up now. Sheffield United, they are sinking their teeth into the top two. Yeah, so there you go. Philip Cocu for me. If we're going to go foreign, it might be a wild one. I don't know. His time at Derby has been shit. But when you look at his previous record, he won 3 Eredivisie with PSV. That's a winning mentality there. I don't know what his football like was back then, but you know what? I think he might be deserving of a second chance. Warburton might be a good option. You know what? I did like the look of him a while back, and when QPR signed him, I felt chance belting shot there by Rovers. The follow up is not good by Blackburn as we try to take a rebound, but Birmingham get the free kick. We're stepping on them now a little bit. We're starting to sink our teeth in here. That's a bit of gas coming through. I had a big old milkshake yesterday, and here comes the gas. Yep, farting like a trooper. So I've got really bad gas. Great milkshake though, well deserved. But yeah, Warburton would be good. I'll be up. I wouldn't say good. He'd make it into my top 10 candidates. I really want to see their shortlist, though. I really want to see Rovers' shortlist. What time is it in America? It is early. It's 7:54 a.m. Farker, if we got Farker, then we would be. Oh my gosh! There's a goal at Deepdale. Oh my days! It is Preston. I think are going to get the goal here. Preston are going to get the goal, which will dent massively Middlesbrough's hopes and ambitions to get top 6. Oh my goodness, they've got it all to do because they need a win at best. A draw ain't going to be jack shit for them. They need a win. Preston have the lead. I'll give you the goal scorer in a second. Let's take a look at the second goal scorer for Sheffield United. It was actually Ndiaye with the second goal there for Sheffield United. Of course, we're on easy street. Preston, of course, denting Middlesbrough's ambitions. They're, of course, down to 70 points now. Rovers on 67. Here comes Rovers themselves. Chance. Etheridge with the thing. Brune with the goal for Preston. A lot of talk in the Riverside stand last week about Hughes in and around. He ain't going to come. He's just signed up for a massive project at Bradford City. The resources are coming. He ain't going anywhere. Don't really give a shit about the talk at the Riverside, to be honest with you. I got suckered into some bullshit about in the forum a long time ago, and I don't believe the rumours until I see some credible breadcrumbs of evidence. It's easy to get manipulated. It's easy. Oh, I know a guy. I know a guy who's sleeping with so and so, and they said Philip Cocu, blah blah blah. You know, I want to see evidence. I want to see sources. And then over time, there are reliable folks that you can maybe put their word on. It's the third goal at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United are really taking it easy, and they're going to be in the playoffs now. 3-0 up. That's him. Yeah, you're right. 3-0 up now against Fulham. Fulham are getting battered by Sheffield United. Who's in that lineup there? I'm going to look at the lineup for Fulham. Fulham, of course, got Kazinga. Mitrovic starts. Reed, Cavallo, Cabano, Hector, Ream, Chabalo. It's not a bad team here. Robinson as well. You're getting battered, mate. You're getting battered by bloody Sheffield United. 3-0 up. Easy street. Birmingham here, though, trying to make hard work for Rovers as we are looking to end the season on a high. Corner for Birmingham, though. Corner for Birmingham. So, the results of the day so far is that 3-0 lead for Sheffield United over Fulham. Preston, of course, beating Middlesbrough now, denting their hopes for Middlesbrough. But anyway, there's some dog shit out there. We've got to be careful. And Cocu, I know a lot of people would not like that appointment. But what else is out there? The stuff that's out there. Like, look at Lamucci. Lamucci, formerly of Forest. He wasn't a bad manager. He's also out of work. You don't want to get a guy who's been out of work for like 5 years or so. A chance. Birmingham goes for a long range. It might even be another corner for Birmingham. It might be another corner for Birmingham, and it is. I think it was Pedersen there with an effort. Who's this? Is he taking the corner? Roberts taking the corner. Oh, no, he's not. Well, maybe he is. I have no idea what he's doing. He's got his hand on the ball. It was Roberts with the strike. It's a throw-in. As bad as it went, it was a throw-in. But I would like an early appointment, to be honest with you. I like it to be done, preferably before the end of May. I know a lot, because when you saw last season, a lot of business was done by some savvy movers in the market before the end of May. You know, we saw some transfers sorted out. I want to be able to have our guy in there to kind of assess what's going on. And to be honest with you, it does wind me up the fact that the Venkis or the owners or the guys in charge, they knew the situation that Mowbray's contract was up. Yes, they might have been biding their time and waiting to see if we would have got top 6 to offer him a new deal. I get that. But you should have a contingency plan. You should be making calls, making plans, making, organising for next season, regardless of Mowbray or someone else. You should have, this is what's going to happen if Mowbray's here. This is what's going to happen if Mowbray's not here. Let's get it. Let's make some calls. Let's get some feelers out there to see what's going on. But Rovers appear not to have done that. Bit of planning, mate. Golly, get me in. I could sort some. There's a chance here for Birmingham. Lyle Taylor trips, stumbles, but looking for a penalty. I want Fark in a week signing. That would be absolutely. The thing, there is nothing stopping Blackburn Rovers for doing that. Now, if we're going to go for somebody out of work, right now we should be making plans to do that. Yes, announcing a manager today or yesterday or last week would have been horrific. And I know Manchester United have done that with Ten Hag. They've secured that. But I think let's get Mowbray out. Give him a couple of days. He's actually Mowbray's contracted till the end of June. So that could also throw some spanners in the works. But I would expect that Blackburn Rovers will not do that. Will not. This is what I would as a fan. I would like to see my team, my club, be organised. And if it does require paying an extra month's salary, getting and 2 managers on the books basically for the month of June, then fucking get it sorted out. Get the new manager sorted out, or get the contract signed sorted that we know. Because once today is done and dusted, then we know where, Middlesbrough, they might make a rash decision and sack Chris Wilder. Or Chris Wilder might make himself a move to bloody Burnley for next season. He might move on. Millwall, Gary Rowett might move on. Lots of dominoes could fall this week. Chats! Oh my days! Goal of the season! Replay that bitch! Buckley, hold it! I've got to get that one online. Where's my phone? Get that bitch online. That was a ripper. You're never going to see a goal like this. You're never going to see a goal like this. Take a bow, Buckaroo. More of this next season, please. Look at this. Whoever won goal of the season, give it back. Give it back. Holy shit. Come on then. Let's see it. Show me the goal. There he is. What a ripper. Look at this. I don't know. I honestly don't know where this came from. Wow, wow. Unbelievable stuff. From range. Pulls it back. Diaz lays it off with the assist. Oh, no, he's not. There it is. Get it out! Unbelievable. What a goal. That is a banger. Do you want to see that? Go on my Twitter. Go on my Twitter, boys. That is the goal of the season by a distance. By a bloody distance. Goal of the season. Hand it over. Hand it over. Buckaroo. Take a bow. Wowza. Let's get that bitch online. That was a cracker. That was a wonder goal. A wonder goal. Hopefully it's going to get pushed online here. I'll probably get banned. But you know what? Fuck them. Pardon my French. Pardon my French. It'll be online in a minute. But that was a ripper. Ripper! More of that, please, next season, guys. What a goal. What we seeing here now? What we seeing here? A little foul. Follow me on Twitter, @roverseas.com. You'll see that banger. Right, so, spoiler. I'm not going to do a review tonight for this. To be honest with you, I need to switch off. It's actually a free kick here for Birmingham, way out range. Buckley with the goal, mate. Buckley with the banger. An absolute ripper. Here we go. Birmingham, long, sweeping free kick. Kaminski with the save. And that is a great bit of news as well. I know it's been known for a while that Kaminski signed a new deal. But him as keeper. Lovely ball. Chance here for Rovers on the break. Can we get a second? We've got them on the ropes potentially here. Buckley with, of course, a lot of key involvement. There we go, Travmeister. Rovers digging deep here, trying to take advantage of maybe a wobbling Birmingham City. Lovely ball on the left-hand side. Buckley again involved. Lays it off. There we go. Birmingham, though, looking for a goal themselves. Like Taylor. Decent little annoying little striker. Great save, Kaminski. So it's online. 1-0 Huddersfield. Oh, the Huddersfield are there. You know what? That's another thing. It's Huddersfield Oh my gosh, another goal, not here. Down at Deepdale, Preston 2-0 up. 2-0 up against Middlesbrough. They are, of course, really putting the shit amongst the pigeons there for poor Middlesbrough. They're not going to the playoffs as it stands. They need a massive turnaround. And, of course, Wilder, he's going to pack his bags. He's going to go to the Premier League anyway. Not our goal disallowed. Which one's disallowed? Or maybe. I don't know. I'm not watching that game, but 2-0 down, it looks like, according to my eyes anyway. Huddersfield 1-0 up against Bristol City. Huddersfield already there. They are the team, though. Huddersfield are the team right now. Of course, Luton. But Huddersfield have just been... They've sneaked in there. They've sneaked in there. Not really sneaked. They've just quietly done their business. They've quietly got in there. They've not really ripped it up and been a Forest or been a Sheffield United or anything like that, or even been a Rovers. Rovers have been in the spotlight a lot, getting a lot of coverage, I guess. But Huddersfield are slowly but surely doing the business. And to be honest with you, fair play to them. And when you look at their players, there's no superstar standouts. You know what I mean? They got Jordan Rhodes, fair play, and he's only contributing a little. Lovely ball. Kaminsky, though, will grab this. Now it's 2-0. They had 1-0, and now they've just scored again. Preston have scored. It's 2-0. It is all over. Chris Wilder's on his way to a third more. You watch. Watch this space. I think... but what a season already. I know we're still playing this season, but next season will be spicy. We already know Rotherham and Wigan are back. We do know that Norwich will be back with Dean Smith. Buckley with the pass now again. Taylor Dunn. It's a shit pass by Taylor Dunn. What's going on in my internet? So, let's re-clarify the goals. Stoke are 1-0 up against Coventry. What the shit am I doing over here? Huddersfield 1-0 up against Bristol Rovers. Peterborough 1-0 up against Blackpool. Of course, Critchley's boys ending the season on a whimper. We've got 1-0 Huddersfield against Bristol City. 2-0 up Preston against Middlesbrough. And Sheffield United 3-0 up against Fulham, who are ripping them a new one. And, of course, Rovers are 1-0 up at Birmingham. Here comes Diaz now. Has he scored his last goal already, or will he still get on the score sheet today? 3-0? 3-0 for Preston? I don't know. I got 2-0 right now. But anyway, Rovers are in command. Rovers are like headless chickens in defence. Yeah, well, it's gonna be an interesting summer, of course. I think when you look back at the table, the likes of Reading, Birmingham, Cardiff, those three teams, you probably, that fan bases would probably expect much more from them this season. At the start of the season, of course, Birmingham, of course, bringing Bowyer in to try and turn things around, didn't really work out. Cardiff, of course, ended last season with Mick McCarthy as manager. West Brom are in front. Thanks, Brandon, for the update on that one. So Cardiff expected much with Mick McCarthy, changed it up a little bit. Hasn't really worked out, and I feel they could struggle next season as well if they don't. I think the managerial situation there with Morrison, I think, whoever's the gaffer. Here comes Birmingham, looking for a long range shot themselves, pushed out right. And again, Rovers will clear for a corner. So yeah, I think Cardiff, Birmingham, Reading had a bit of a disappointing season this season. Hull, with, of course, first season back. Not bad, but again, with Shot Avalanche, I'm not too sure about them next season. I don't know where they're going to be. Bristol City, again, have ended strongly, losing today, though. But, of course, big results recently. Actually one of the form teams right now, and again, if Pearson can continue that next season, then guess what, they could be contenders as well. And that front three, or the attacking part of that side, there's been free scoring of late, so keep them moving forward. Stoke, disappointing season for them. Swansea, again, it's a building process, drawing a lot of matches recently. Preston, of course, will probably expect a better run next season with Lowe in charge. First full season there. So I think you're looking at, if you're going to see for next season, my early, and again, we're still early, I'm still thinking about it, contenders that will make a big improvement. I think Swansea, Preston will expect big improvements, and Bristol City, I think they'll be back into the top half of the table next season, right here, right now. West Brom as well. Even though Steve Bruce is not everybody's cup of tea, he will get things organised eventually. So I do anticipate West Brom will be back. Daryl DK as well. Does he score this one? Let's have a little look in the Alex Mowat derby. Let's have a look who got that goal for West Brom. And it is Grant from the penalty spot. How about Preston's goals? Preston's goals coming from Johnson is the second one. Of course, Brown with the first. Sheffield United's third goal is Kaminski as he plays keep ball with the defensive line there. Berg. Hopefully he can be back in the top flight next season. Of course, he does not deserve to be in the Championship. A good little player. Blackburn Rovers, though. Left-hand side. Diaz with a... Rovers seeing a lot of ball, playing with a bit of freedom today. They got no pressure, no expectations. Birmingham probably playing for the manager's job, I reckon. But right now are getting outplayed by Rovers, who are playing with a bit of a spring in their step. They know. I'm not saying that they don't want Mowbray there next season. He is a father figure. He is, of course, a guy who's been there, seen it and done it. And they may have had a, his style of management may have been more of a fatherly figure. They might get a bit of a wake-up call with a new manager who might be a bit more harsh, a bit more critical, a bit more, not likely to put an arm over your shoulder kind of job. Here we go. Gallagher looking for the goal number 10, remember. He's on the edge of the box, turns. Ryan Edges with a great shot, goes over, and Rovers nearly doubled their lead. West Brom have doubled their lead, 2-0 up against Barnsley, who will be playing, of course, League One next season. There's quite a lot of goals knocking around. The only goalless games so far, Bournemouth, Millwall, who need a result, of course, right now. If Millwall were to get that result, it means absolutely nothing. But if Luton were to lose to Reading, then guess what? Millwall would be out in the playoffs, and then, of course, Luton will be out. Oh, excuse me. Adam Reach, who's been a bit of a disappointment, I think, for West Brom. Not really been scoring the goals or getting the headlines, but he got one today as West Brom. Again, we are 9th right now. In all honesty, if Millwall aren't going to win, they're going to lose. They need him to lose. So we can go above them into 8th. And in that case, we would be 4 points off the playoffs. And again, a lot of fans will be critical for that as well. Here comes Birmingham on the left. Bit of pullage. Lyle Taylor. Great shot from distance as well. West Brom 2-0 up Brandon, sorry. 2-0 up. There's a goal at the Bet365. Stoke have equalised against Coventry City. Yeah. For Rovers, I think, I'd love us to finish 8th. I really would. I know it's really, it's not 7th, the most awkward spot in the world. Middlesbrough will feel that pinch themselves as it stands, being in 7th, just outside the playoffs. But hey, football's a funny old thing. It could be a complete flip around in that game. It will show if Middlesbrough can dig deep. It will show just how in touch or just how connected Chris Wilder is with the Middlesbrough project. If they could turn that around, which I don't think they're going to turn it around. Anyway, Rovers have been good, but again, Birmingham have created chances themselves, causing all kinds of problems. Taylor, not the greatest display for him today. And again, he's a bit rough. He is definitely a rough. Just got megged there, did Taylor Dunn. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit worried about him. He's getting involved in a couple of little nasty challenges here, Taylor Dunn. We might... Don't send him off again, please. Don't send him off again. But he just got megged there. He got the ball. He got the pissing ball. Taylor Dunn, be careful, matey boy. You don't want to be known as the guy who gets the red cards all the time. Yeah, I know, Daniel. I like Taylor Dunn, and not playing where he's playing right now in midfield. At left back, I thought he was a roving left back. Another goal at the John Smith's McAlpine Kirkley Stadium. Huddersfield 2-0 up now against Bristol City, who have definitely at the beaches. Taylor Dunn is a work in progress. He's not the finished article. I am a fan. I'm not saying he deserved to be in the team right now, but I think we'll get there in the end. He's definitely raw. Free kick here though for Birmingham, way out wide by the touchline here. A couple of minutes before the break, Rovers have the lead as it stands, and it's cleared. Go on, Edges. Lovely stuff. There is Taylor Dunn. He does look a bit shit. I'm praising you, Taylor Dunn. That touch there was shite. We're trying, Aston Villa here. We are trying. Kaminsky, you need to be on his tippy toes. There was a bit of a miscommunicado there between, I think it was Wharton perhaps, and Kaminsky. Or might have been Ayala. But anyway, we are about 90 seconds out from the 45-minute mark. We are in command here, 1-0 up. I'm not saying we're running away with it, but we have the lead. Taylor. He's, you know, if you are a Birmingham City fan and you're watching this, James BFC are great. What about Taylor? What, you know, do you like him? What does he bring to the table? I know he's a calm head when of course the penalties come around, which of course would have saved us a few points. But what do you think about him? Hello, Adam Davey. Welcome to the house. Weren't you here earlier? You were here earlier. What do you think about Lyle Taylor, though? Birmingham City fans. Is he, you know, how old is the fellow? He's in his 30s, right? 30, 32. What do we think about Lyle Taylor? So half times are going around the ground. Millwall need it all to do, though. 0-0. Hey, hang on a minute. Oh my gosh! Again, we've saved the best till last. Holy shit! It is Diaz with an Oh, I don't know. Where have these goals come from? Another ripper down at St Andrews. We want to play you every week. Look at this. First Buckley, now Diaz. What a ripper. Don't go anywhere, Tony. Put your jacket on, sunshine. That's right. Look, come on then. Show me the money. Show me the money. Means nothing, of course, but what a way to bow out potentially for Diaz. Look at this ripper. Look at this. Adam Armstrong, eat your heart out. Diaz takes a couple of strides. Whoa! Get that out! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's 2-0. We love playing Birmingham. Can we play you every week at the end of the season? Oh my days! Ben Brero with another ripper. I'm going to put this online. Two rippers. I nearly called this off, this watch along today, because I wasn't really asked. But you know what? I wanted to see Rovers. That's put a few £100 on his head. Yes, indeed, cloudy day. Good call that. Luton have a goal against Reading. Whoa, what the party must be like at Kenilworth Road. That is a massive, mega goal for them, of course. And as it stands, it will be Huddersfield, Forest, Sheffield United and Luton. And pretty much as you were at the start of the game here. Those four sides looking as it stands to be in that, of course, playoff spots. Pretty much what a way for Luton Town. Could they do this? Can they actually do this? Can they shithouse their way to, of course, the Premier League and get absolutely rogered left, right and centre by all the teams above them? I don't care. I think they don't care. You know what? Fair play to them. And that would be, as a guy who lived in Watford, of course, Watford, Luton, big rivals. It would be a major sort of bragging rights for that area. Of course, Luton Town always the whipping boys, but of course, if they're in the Premier League next season, and of course, and Watford aren't, then shit the bed. Goodness gracious me. Forest, of course, aren't really setting off any flames here. Who are they playing? Who are they playing? They're on the road, right? Forest. I can't even see them. Hull City. Wow! What a goal. What a banger. Oh, yes. I've got to. Those goals will not be online very long because I'm gonna probably get banned. Anyway, what a way, what a day for Tony to bow out. 2 bangers, of course. Great way for Diaz as well to probably bang out. But 2-0 up against Birmingham at their place. Goodness gracious. Great way to end the season. And again, at the moment, we are in 9th. So really, I'd like Bournemouth to do us a favour and beat Millwall so we can go above them into 8th. Of course, goal difference is better for us over Millwall. Middlesbrough got it all to do to turn that shit around. 2-0 down at Preston. Yeah, it is very bitter, or not bitter. It's sad times. We're going to say goodbye to Tony Mowbray. But to be honest with you, it is the right call. We do need to move on. We do need to see what else is out there. And I feel next season will be a massive season for the likes of Gallagher, Dolan, of course, and hopefully they get the right stewardship, the right mentorship to kind of put them on the right track. But right here, right now, Rovers 2-0 against Birmingham. And I'm just gobsmacked with them goals. If you haven't seen the goals, get over my Twitter and go there fast, because they might not be on there very long. I might not be on there for very long, of course. Yeah, 2-0 up. What do we think about that? That's a contender for goal of the season from Diaz. It is, but it's already over. Cadra has it, but the Buckley one for me is a banger, an absolute Bobby Dazzler. So later today, expensive football than a younger manager would be a more obvious choice. Someone like Appleton or Rooney. That's Frosty there with a comment on Twitter. I don't think we want to go back to Appleton. We've been there before. Rooney. What about Wayne Rooney? Now, I've been critical of Wayne Rooney in the past. I don't know. I'm not convinced that he has the right. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I think it will get a lot of coverage. Blackburn Rovers with Wayne Rooney as manager. A lot of media coverage. But I don't know. I don't know how good he is. Crappleton, no way. Yeah, no, I'm not up there for Appleton. We don't go back. Don't go back. It'd be stupid for us to go back. But anyway, 4-4-2 or whatever, 4-2-3-1 for Rovers. The formation today, the back four seems to be the answer as well. Go, Ben, go. About bloody time as well. About bloody time. Rovers and Diaz scoring a couple of goals today. We played Birmingham in the final game of last season. We won. We scored 5. Scored 5 against them. Will we be up there this time around as well? So, later today, there'll be some Premier League games. There'll be some League 2 games, the final League 2 game of the season. I've just put online the League 1 playoff second leg. That's, of course, hopefully online. Let me just have a little look. Make sure it's up there. Make sure you check that out. Of course, second legs are right around the corner. But what a week. What a week of football it's been. Champions League has been spectacular. Of course, no Manchester City, which I think is great. I'm happy for that. I don't want to ever see Manchester City, especially under the current regime or the current vibe, win the Champions League. I think it's wrong for football. It's wrong for everything else. But I'm happy for Liverpool to be there. Happy for Real Madrid. And to be honest with you, I don't really care which way it goes. Of course, if it was to be Liverpool and they were to do the quadruple, that would be absolutely fantastic to be alive when that has happened. Of course, those things are rocking horse shit, rare. It's never been done in England. I don't know if it's ever been done an equivalent in a European country. Probably has. I'm thinking. Yeah. A good week of football. Of course, playoff second legs. League 1 will be starting tomorrow. Sunderland have the upper hand, and Wycombe Wanderers have the upper hand as well. So they will look to secure their Wembley date. And right here, right now, Rovers are in command against Birmingham City. 2-0 up with goals from Buckaroo and Diaz. And both of them, if we were to do the goal of the season now, they would definitely be contenders for the goal of the season. But which has already been won for Cadra at the time of asking. So yeah, what a What a final day of the season. Again, it means absolutely nothing. We go nowhere. And as it stands, I think we're still where we were at the start of the day, in ninth. 2 points clear of West Brom, who are also winning 2-0. In fact, let's take a look at, of course, the goal scorers for these games currently. So Huddersfield 2-0 up against Bristol City. Of course, goals coming at you from Huddersfield. We got Toffolo the first one, assisted by Ward. Ward got the second there on the 44th minute. And, of course, they look home and hosed right now. Of course, destined for the playoffs. And they are destined to be third in the table currently, which means, as it stands, according to my mathematics, they will take on Luton Town in the semi-finals. And if that's the case, Huddersfield or Luton Town will be in the playoff final. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely, I think that's fantastic for Luton. I think they would fancy that ahead of the likes of Nottingham Forest or Sheffield United. Anyway, of course, Hull City 0, Nottingham Forest 0. They could change that up, of course, if Nottingham Forest were to win at Hull City, but of course, right here, right now, they're not. Luton Town are winning against Reading. That's over at the Kenilworth Road, Cornick in stoppage time, which of course, the celebrations and the fanfare would be nuts for that one. When that goal went in at just on the stroke of half time. Of course, Paul Ince's Reading, who are destined to be finishing on 41 points at the moment, which is the lowest on record without going down. So that's the situation there. It could all change, of course. Peterborough 1-0 up against Blackpool at the moment with goals coming from Clark Harris. He's slowly but surely got some few goals, but they, of course, ended the first half 1-0 up. Preston 2-0 up against Middlesbrough. Of course, the goals coming on that one from a Fry own goal was the second one. Brown with the first. Potts with the assist on that one. And again, Middlesbrough need to turn that game completely around if they won it over the bin dippers, filthy fans and club, to be honest. Well, yes, your opinion, and you're welcome to that. And you know, I just don't like PSG or Man City and the way they buy. Bye. But anyway, moving forward, Sheffield United against Fulham. Over at Brownlee 3-0 up. Of course, Sheffield United are in control of that game. Gibbs White early on that one. Ndiaye and Berger with the goals. Ndiaye with an assist. Gibbs White with an assist. And Nord with an assist as well. 3-0 up on that one. In January, we're 90 points ahead of Millwall. I know, Daniel. I know. We've got to put that to bed now. You know, we've got to put it to bed. Mowbray is moving on. So, you know, the next step is to get somebody in and decide what's going on with the out of contract players and start to plan for next season. Stoke 1-1 against Coventry over at the Bet365. Goyorkes with the early goal for Coventry. That was on the 14th minute. Klukas, of course, with the equaliser for Stoke City at the Bet365. Meanwhile, West Brom 2-0 up against Barnsley. Goals coming at you from Grant and Reach to make it 2-0 up on that one. I want to have a look at see where Daryl DK is. He playing here? He is not even on the bench. Interesting stuff. I thought no, hang on a minute. Yeah, he's not on the bench. Still. So 2-0 up there. Other games around the place. Bournemouth 0-0 against Millwall. Derby 0-0 against Cardiff. Hull City 0, Nottingham Forest 0, and Swansea City 0, QPR 0. Warburton's last game in charge of QPR. Wayne Rooney, of course, taking at the moment will be managing Derby in League One. Cardiff, of course, with Morrison, I believe. Hull City shot out of Ladze's boys, and Forest also scoreless in that one. So there you go. And as it stands, Rovers will finish the season in 9th. And the playoffs right now: Huddersfield, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United, and Luton, with Middlesbrough being the unluckiest team in the world with 70 points. Millwall the same. And again, if Millwall were to win right now, in order for Millwall to get playoffs, they need to win. And of course, they need to be a bit of a turnaround in that Luton game, which right now needs 2 goals. 2 goals from Reading away from home. I don't see it happening. So, yeah, it looks like the playoffs are set in stone. Sheffield United are not going to throw a 3-goal lead at home to Fulham. And I don't think Luton Town are going to turn 2 goals away. I think a point will be enough. And as it stands then, in my eyes, it's Huddersfield against Luton Town in the semi-finals. Forest against Sheffield United, which of course will be very interesting for that playoff final, with Huddersfield or Luton Town going to be one of the contenders in that final. Great chance for them. Great chance for Huddersfield to bounce back. Great chance for Luton as well, who could shithouse them on a 90-minute affair and a one-game sort of thing. If they can get past Huddersfield, they have a chance. They have a chance to get promoted. Can we look at the odds? I don't think I can look at the odds. But anyway, yeah, check out my Twitter if you want to look at them goals. They're on there. 2-0 up. Sean Dyche will not be a Blackburn Rovers manager. I do not see that happening. I think Sean Dyche. I don't know where Sean Dyche will be next season. Let's think about that for a second. Sean Dyche next season will either be out of work or he'll be waiting. I think Watford are going to be looking for a new manager. Would he go back to Watford? Maybe. They'll have a bit of money to pay him a salary and, of course, get them back at the first. That could be the case. I also, that's what I'm thinking. I think that could be the right fit for him. Who else is going down? Norwich. Will Dean Smith be there? I think he's going to be there. And who else will go down? Either Everton, Leeds, or Burnley. So Burnley won't bring him back. Everton might bring him back. If Everton go down, Lampard will not be there, and then maybe Sean Dyche could go in there. I always thought a perfect fit for Sean Dyche would either be Newcastle or Everton as their next manager. So, you would think Everton, if they were to go down, they should bounce back at the first attempt. And I think with Sean Dyche at the helm, they could do just that. Burnley, though, is a strange old beast. If they go down, and I'd rather they go down because the rumour has it is that they would have to pay £65 million in a loan or some bullshit stuff. So, that's a strange old turn of events there. And I don't know what would happen with that. If they go down, Wayne Rooney's been rumoured to be going there. Who else has been rumoured to go? There's some other manager that's been, Chris Wilder as well, been rumoured to go there. That could be the scenario. That could be the scenario where Chris Wilder fails to get Middlesbrough to the playoffs. Burnley come down. They get rid of Michael Jackson. And of course, bring in Chris Wilder. I think that could be a scenario that could be explored next season. And again, if I know the vibe right now is that Farke probably ain't going to happen for Rovers, but I still think there's a chance. There is a chance that he could be the manager, and if it was to be the case, I think that would be a mega statement of intent for Rovers moving forward. But regardless of whoever it is, I think we've got to give a bit of leeway, a bit of slack for them to take over the reins. I wouldn't expect the world for the first time for his first season. I would expect hopefully a similar sort of end to the season for their first season. If we can finish top 10, then yes, we're going to be in good hands. And then moving forward, maybe something a little bit better 2 years down the road. And also, depending on when we get the manager in, if we can get the manager in by the end of May, then they have a good 2 months to prepare for their new role, get the players in they want, build a system, build a tactic or whatever, and have a bit more time to prepare for that. But if we wait till July, August, and we haven't got a manager, then of course I'm thinking we're going to struggle. So let's get the shit together here. Let's get the shit together and get it right. So Rovers big lead at the moment, 2-0 up. Birmingham, of course, finishing in 20th at the moment, and I don't think they're going to move from there. They can mathematically move if they were to have a big win against Rovers here in Cardiff were to lose. But 2-0 up at the moment, looking good. Great way to end the season. Potentially last goal there for Diaz as he potentially moves on. It'll be Damien Johnson. That's what I'm hearing from inside the club. And again, I don't believe all that horse shit. No disrespect to you, Jamie Jansen, but I think that's a load of garbage. Jamie, it would be that would be a stupid appointment, and I don't want to. That would be one of the most underwhelming hires since Owen Coyle. No disrespect to Johnson, and yes, he's been here, he's a former road player and all that, but you know what, we want something new. I think we want something new, and I think that's pants. I don't think that's the right avenue to go down, so forget it, please. Hopefully they don't do that. Please don't do Damien Johnson. No disrespect. Your first club at management should not be a championship club looking to move forward. I would say if you want to go into the world of management, then start somewhere else. Start down League 2, League 1 or something like that, or whatever. You can't really just give the keys, surely. They need somebody, and maybe move Damien Johnson as assistant manager. That's probably the place to be. If that was the case, I feel that they should have had some sort of contingency plan to have Damien Johnson as an assistant. He may have managed under 23s, but that's a different beast. So no. Please no. Please no. Anyway, 2-0 up. Rovers in command. Black and red shirts. Would be great to hear something from the club on the current situation. You know what? They might do an announcement after this. Colette Dalton, welcome to the house. Sorry about your luck today, but Rovers just want to give Tony a fond farewell. Will Lee Bowyer be at Birmingham next season? I don't think so. And again, Birmingham might be a team that might put the money where the mouth is, and go for a manager, a big time manager that's out there. Well, hello. Well, welcome. You're still welcome here. You're a kid. We're all kids at heart here. So, well, be careful. I do, but you're all right today. I'm not going to swear today because we're winning. We're winning. Blackburn Rovers are winning, so I'm not going to swear. I'm going to take it easy. We're in party mood. It's the final game of the season. We can't get promoted. We can't get relegated. You can. I'm not advocating swearing, but sometimes when I'm in a bad mood, I will swear. I do. Because I'm an adult and I can do what I say. I do, Jamie. But today we're a different day today. We're winning. We're looking good. There's no need to swear. The only way to swear is if Dacarino is coming on for Tewadun. Thank heavens for that. That's a good one. That's a good call because Tewadun, biggest fan. Our biggest fan. I like Tewadun. I think there's a player in there. But yellow card. There's a chance over here already for Rovers. I might get a little excited as well. And maybe a swear word will squeak out then, but here comes Lyle Taylor. No one answered me about Lyle Taylor. Do we like Lyle Taylor as a forward? You know, he's on loan, isn't he? From Forest. There's a chance now for Hedges in the middle. Lays it off to Dacarino. We'd like to see him get a goal. Lovely pass to the left hand side. It's a crazy high ball. I watched my words there. Watch my words. I was very delicate with my choice of phrases there. But anyway, 2-0 up. Let's get the other score lines up. There we go. So the second half's underway around the grounds, of course, and as it stands, it is Huddersfield, Forest, Sheffield United, and Luton who are in the playoffs. And goodness gracious me, what an opportunity it will be for Luton Town to get the money. Show me the money. Oh, Gallagher nearly nipped in there. He wants one more goal. Get double digits for Gallagher. That's what we want to see. Double digits. The double digits. Birmingham with possession. Switches to the right-hand side. There's a goal. There is a goal at Deepdale. Spicy. Is it too little too late though? Middlesbrough have got one back against Preston. 2-1 now for Preston. A draw was not going to be good enough, remember. Still going to be a little bit hard done by. They'll need results to go other way. So right here, right now, Middlesbrough are clawing back. Just now a goal adrift. They've made it interesting. That's a poor ball there. Lyle Taylor lays it off to the right-hand side. But can Rovers deal with this? And it'll be a corner. Corner for Middlesbrough. Birmingham. You're a YouTube person. I'm liking the vid and I'm subscribing. Respect. So we're joining the gang, of course. We'll be back next season with championship stuff. And yeah, I appreciate that. Again, if anyone else is new and they've not been here before and they're lost, smash a subscribe. This is the place to be. Oh, great save, and it is the Barnet. Oh, Lyle Taylor with a header. It was goal bound. Kaminsky with a save, plucks it out. Good day, Dirk. How you doing? Mowbray can't be manager next season. He's not. Koi Fish, he's not. He's out. But a great save there by Kaminsky, denying Birmingham a way back into this match. Great reflex. He's not on the beaches. He was actually, great. Where is Deeney today? Good question. I have no idea. Where is Troy Deeney? I don't know. I don't bloody know. Don't know where he is. I don't even know if he's on the bench, to be honest. He's not playing. But Kuna with a bit of skill. Travis manhandling him. They claim for a penalty. Goal kick. Thank heavens for that. Who is going to be, do you know? No, I have no idea. I hope they sack Bowen and get rid of the overrated players. Stephen Bennett there, being harsh. I don't know who the next Rovers manager will be. It is. There is no, of course, there's a fan favourite, Mafaka, by a distance. And I think any championship club looking for a manager will be looking at Farker as a potential. But again, the rumour has it, there's goals flying in the championship. We'll get to them in a minute. But the rumour has it is that he's not really interested in a championship return. He wants to be in the Premier League. But his agents have put his name in the hat, so we'll see. Not Roy Keane. Sheffield United 4-0 up against Fulham. They're going to rip him in a new one. Hopefully they put 7 past the idiots because they've done it to so many people this season. West Brom 3-0 up against Barnsley. Roy Keane, no, for me he's been out of work too long for me, so I would pass on the Roy Keane. I think Roy Keane needs to go down a couple of divisions, or maybe even with Hibernian. I'd like to see him back there. Well, no, not back there, but take over the reins there. 20 players need a complete overhaul down the Blues management team and owners. Stephen Bennett there, being critical of his boys. But what about Lyle Taylor? Do we like Lyle Taylor? I think he's not a bad player. I know he's getting on a bit, but he is a nuisance. What we need next season is a set-piece taker. James Brown, what's his... he's been quiet, hasn't he, James Brown? He's held his own, though. And, of course, if Rovers can keep a clean sheet, then, you know what? Yeah, it would be a great debut. Here comes Maxime Colin for Birmingham. They'll get a throw-in for that. Preston have now got a third, though. It is back to game over for Middlesbrough. 3-1 down. Preston have the lead. We'll tell you about the goal scorers when I get a minute. 3-1 up. Preston North End. I think Middlesbrough are going for it. And, of course, that keeps Luton Town where they are. And, of course, they've been there the whole match. A lot of goals. It seems to be the way that a lot of goals in the final game of the season. There's only a couple of games still, 2 or 3 games, actually 4 games. 1, 2, 3, 4 games without a goal. Here comes chance here. Lovely breakaway potentially for Rovers. Buckley, calm as you like. James Brown, got man on down the right hand side. It's Gallagher now, picks it up, loose ball. Can Gallagher run? Shit bit of play there. And Buckley can't get the ball back to James Brown. Oh, silky skills from the Irishman. Goes all the way back. Cardiff have a goal against Wayne Rooney's Derby. That's right. Solihull is the team of sport next season. 52 years of Blues is enough. Wow. There we go. Bit pullage there. That's a foul. So Cardiff have the lead against Derby. What does that do down the foot of the table? Do they move up? They go above Hull City with that goal. And that, of course, changes the amount of games without a goal to now 3, I think. James Brown back to Kaminsky. Again, this is a chance for James Brown. Yeah, question marks remain next season for a lot of players for me. Joe Ranky Costello. Oh, it's a lovely run here by Edges. It does look a little Rothwell-esque. Does Edges. Hopefully his heart's in the right place. He wants to make a go of it. Buckley with a ball. Lovely ball. Tries to pick up Sam. In the end, it goes to nothing. Buckaroo, though, with that banger and goal. Bad day for the Blues. It is. But you know what? It's fine. Blues do not come and see me when I'm bad, so why should I pay to watch those losers? Well, Stephen, we are always willing to take new fans at Blackburn Rovers, so you know what? We're here if you need you. We're here if you need you. We could do with more fans. Also, hopeful Wadir stop scoring. Suppose he will leave at the end of the season. Stop scoring. Suppose he will leave. Yeah, but I what's going on? Clash of Heads here. Clash of Heads. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. I think we might get a game out of him, though, in the new season. A couple of games before the transfer window shuts. But I think it might be a late transfer. I think we'll have him in our planning. But hopefully the new manager, whoever that may be, will know the situation and be caught up to speed and anticipate his departure and not plan his pre-season around the fact that Diaz will be here next season, because he won't be. You've got to sell him. You've got to make a bit of money, unless he signs a new contract, which I don't think he will. He's got the potential to make a lot of money, and but just say it, Steve. I was just saying. I was just putting that out there. Just putting that out there for you. We're willing. We're like, we're welcoming. Sort of. Anyway, forget about it. Hope he doesn't go to Bournemouth. Yeah, he shouldn't go to Bournemouth. They bought so many. You know what? Well, I don't know. I'd rather he doesn't go to Bournemouth, but Brighton maybe, West Ham, they could do with a striker. But look, the grass is not always greener. Look at poor matey boy at Southampton, Adam Armstrong. He can't even get a game win. Of course, they've got nothing to fight for. Long. This is the banger from Buckley. For me, that best is Diaz's goal. It was Hedges with the assist. Banger. Diaz should go to Liverpool. That'd be great if he did, but I don't think he will. I think he should go to a lower echelon Premier League side. But it's going to be interesting. It's, just all the scenarios that could develop over the next 3 months, 2-3 months. You know what I mean? It could. Where's Diaz going to go? Who's going to be Blackburn Rovers manager? Who will we bring in? Who else is going to leave? Where's Darrell Lennon going to go? Where's bloody Nyambe, Rothwell? Where are they going to be? So many questions to be answered. And I'll try and keep you up to date with Rovers videos here over the summer. Maybe some other videos as well. I'm looking to mix up the content next season and what's this, a drop ball? Birmingham with a free kick just inside their half here. So it was Taylor and James Brown, of course, with the head clash. That should bounce. Lovely touch, Buckaroo. What is that? Ambitious pass. It's a high ball. Etheridge, who I rated as a keeper. I don't know what he's like these days. But I used to like Etheridge. I thought he was, in his Cardiff days, a real player. Birmingham with possession, just outside the box. Goals have dried up a little bit. Still no goals at Bournemouth against Millwall. If they were to get in the playoffs, they need a goal. And hope that Reading... corner here. Will be Armstrong all over again. Sell Diaz, not spend the money. I don't know about that, Coy. I don't know. I think we'll get some money. I think we'll get a bit of money. The new manager has to be given some resources to build their own side. I'm not expecting the world, but I'm expecting a couple of million. Especially, hang on a minute. Let me get to a goal. 4-0 up now. Bournemouth against West Brom against Barnsley. When we were, look, hear me out. Good corner there by Thingy. Where's Diaz rumoured to be going anyway? Now. Anyhow. Well, the rumours haven't started up again, but the Sevilla in La Liga was linked. Brighton. Chance here for Hedges, maybe to get on the end of this. Etheridge. Do you like being a YouTuber? Yes and no. Sometimes it can be a bit of a grind. Can have Jukowicz and Hogan for a pound. Where Jukowicz is an ex-Burnley player. We wouldn't really want that. And he scored a couple of goals against us, which have been annoying. Lovely ball here. Diaz will run onto it. What was I going to say? So, yeah, Sevilla, Brighton, Leeds were linked with him. West Ham would be good. Yeah, West Ham as well. Chance! Loose ball. Gallagher's there, trying to get his 10th of the season, but no. Cannot get to it. And he's offside anyway. Bournemouth are beating Millwall 1-0. That's, of course, putting the cat amongst the pigeons for Millwall's hopes of playoffs. Bakuna's coming off here for Birmingham. Rovers, of course, did make a change with Taylor Dunn and Dak at the half-time. So Bakuna is done. I'm trying to see this Bournemouth change here, or the you know, the updated table. Is that goal still standing? But anyway, so what I was going to say is that we were rumoured to be making a long time ago, whatchamacallit, the Z-Fook signing a permanent one. So that the Bournemouth goal against Millwall has been struck offside. So we're going to make that Z-Fook deal a permanent deal. And the rumour was £3 million was quoted. So I do think there is going to be money there for a new manager. And I know that's batshit crazy price tag. Lovely back heel there. Lovely stuff here by Rovers. We'll link in play nicely. Hedges, D and Gallagher connecting there with some back heel and lovely movement. So already a nice partnership brewing between those two sides as well. Rather Diaz went abroad. I do too, and I think for him as a Chilean, the face of Chilean football, to be playing in a Spanish league or Spanish-speaking league would be great for him. At least do a couple of seasons out there and give it his best shot. Goal at Peterborough. They've doubled their lead against Blackpool. We'll confirm the goal scorers later. But again, that doesn't really change anything, and a good few points in the bag there for Peterborough, who did have a good couple of games prior to the back-to-back defeats. And this, of course, will look good for them. Lovely ball for Birmingham on the left-hand side. Chance for them to get amongst it. They're in the box here. And it will be a goal kick for Rovers. Yeah, Millwall ain't going to go up. Millwall are not going to go up as it stands. Even if they were to win this game, I don't think they're going to win this game, but Luton Town are not going to lose it. They've got the lead. They're just going to park the bus, just like they did when they against Nottingham Forest when they got that goal. Penalty, I think it was. They just shut up shop, and they're good at that. You know, they're Wycombe Wanderers in the bloody Championship. So anyone else leaving? Remember, or are you saying few on last year? Anyone else leaving? Well, we Lenihan, Nyambe, Joe Rothwell. We know Joe Rothwell's gone. To be honest with you, I think Hedges looks a credible candidate to replace Rothwell as that creative, wandering sort of midfielder. So well done, the recruitment team, for that. And Lenihan and Nyambe, the jury's out on those. I don't know what's going to happen with them. What else? You got Jacob Davenport's going to leave. Bradley Johnson's going to leave. And of course, the loanees are going to go back. It's me, 9. You're in 9th. We are 9th, and we're doing A-OK at the moment. And yeah, I'd like to see Millwall. Yeah, I know, Danny. That's the strange one. What are you watching now? I'm watching it on iFollow because I'm a foreign fan. I'm based abroad. I'm based in the USA. So I'm, I pay the iFollow dues. A long ass throw coming at you here from Birmingham on the left hand side. Big ass throw. There can be useful weapons headed clear. Of course, no Lenihan today. He is on the bench, but of course he may have played his last game for Rovers. We believe Rothwell has played his last game for Rovers. But to be honest with you, the future is right now. Are we not going to get a free kick on that? Wouldn't mind Huddersfield going up. I don't want Huddersfield to go up. I want to make this division a little weaker. And if I look at those top 4 sides, I'd rather get rid of Sheffield United. I don't think their manager is good. Heckingbottom. I think if they were to fail, they will get rid of Heckingbottom and they'll bring in another manager. So I think they'll be a force to be reckoned with next season. I think Huddersfield will not be as good as they are next season. I don't think Luton Town will be as good as they are next season. I think Forest can be as good as they are next season, if not better. But, Steve Cooper, forever the bridesmaid. Look at Lyle Taylor being a dick. What's your job in the USA? Ask me in a couple of weeks, cloudy day. I actually do work in audio-visual. We set up events in a conference centre, and we, I manage a crew of, 15 guys, something like that. And I make sure they do their job. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Luton because it's just such a bizarro world. It's like Barnsley last season. And look what happened to Barnsley. They got into the playoffs, and of course, look where they are now. They got relegated. Look what Luton Town need to do it this time around. If they don't do it this time around, they're not going to be in the playoffs next season. They're going to get found out, and of course, they will be mid-table at best next season. Huddersfield Town, I think they'll be top half next season if they don't get over the line as well. Forest, I do anticipate them to be a playoff team next season, if not. Because you got to think about the teams that are going to go. Lovely ball here, Hedges. Oh, great effort there by Hedges, but the keeper got in the way. But here come Birmingham on the break themselves. Lovely buckaroo. I tell you what, that was a great pickup. Players down, but horse shit. He's been a dickhead, whoever that is. Sorry, pardon my French. I am getting a little bit. Yeah, McInday needs to come on. You're right. Good call that, Luca Gardson. Or DSG. Are you ever moving back to the UK? I don't think so. When you look at the house prices, I don't think it's the right thing to do. Travis, bit of dirtiness there. Play on, Lau Taylor. Come on then, Rovers. No, I don't think I'll ever move back to the UK permanently. I'm hoping to, potentially down the road get a remote job where I can work wherever I want. Long range effort, Birmingham go wide. Sorry, I know, Alan. I'm trying to be good. Trying to be PC and less of the language. Cool. I'm a big DIY audio fan. Wow, nice. Well, if you're ever in the States, in the middle of Pennsylvania, you need a job, let me know. We don't pay that well, but we pay all right, I guess, for part-time right now. Yeah. Always hiring. Yes, I do. I do live in Medicaidshire. I said MK Dons manager Liam Manning or Danny Farker is going to be the next Blackburn Rovers manager next season. I hope it's Liam Manning. If we're going to pick a few, here we go. Buckaroo's going to come off here. He's been a fantastic player today. Is he coming off? No, fooled you. It's not Buckley. Diaz is coming off. Let's give him a round of applause. And it is McInday coming on. The future. He looks a little like he got Adam Armstrong sort of build as McInday. Thanks, of course, Diaz. It doesn't, the way he's leaving doesn't feel like he's saying goodbye, but he's off. Diaz is off. McInday is on. Chance for him to get a few minutes, of course. Unfortunately, the season will not be extended, that we can get more minutes for him. But McInday is the future. Him, Hedges, Dolan. So, yeah. Big end of the season flurry here. Build my own. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's such a... Right now, we want to look at moving to a little bit warmer. Lovely ball here by Rovers. Shit end product. And there is McInday, picked with his first touch. Free scoring he was in the Premier League too. Go on, McInday. Bit of space there, mate. Go for it. Show me what you're all about. Lovely ball. Oh, chance there for Gallagher, who is on looking for double digits as well. Are you a penguin? Oh my gosh, I don't know what that means. I do have a bit of a beak for my nose. Penguin. Oh, a Pittsburgh Penguin. Oh. No, I don't really watch the hockey. I want to be able to watch the hockey, but my job doesn't really allow it because I work evenings and I can't really get into it. I can't really get into the ice hockey. I'm a Buffalo Bills man for the NFL, that's for sure. Big chance here now. Oh, what is that? Who goes down like a sack of spuds? I think it's McInday went down like a sack of spuds. Let's keep Mowbray. Free kick for Rovers. It's way out wide. It's like way long. It's not a shooting opportunity. It'll be a chance for something. A chance for something creative perhaps here. Travis is looking to take this. That tree that will go up will come down next season. That tree that go up will come down next season. Love my freedom from the afternoon. Darko not interested in Rovers. Everyone not good enough. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'm a Spurs fan, but following Blackburn closely as they have McInday. He's just started DSG. Just come on for a few minutes for the first time since his injury. Who's the nearest MLS team to you there? I guess you would say Philadelphia Union. But like I said, we're hoping to move to North Carolina in the next 12 months. Again, that will depend on where I'm going to be in the next 6 weeks. Because in the next 6 weeks, I don't know where I'll be. I'll either be in my current job. There's 2 potential jobs I could be at, and they all have different ramifications as well. So I could be working from home. I could be working on site. I don't know. So we'll see. Right now, I'd love to be on the move, but that North Carolina thing will have to wait. Why do you work EVIS? It's because that's just the way it is. It's that's my role. So my role is the evening sort of manager for the AV department. It's when a lot of the work gets done. A lot of events take place during the day, so that means a lot of the work. Thanks again for stopping by cloudy day, or whoever's leaving. Become a train driver. Good money in the USA. Train driver. I want to do something that I'm passionate about. I don't want to just go and do stuff to pay the bills. I'm trying to keep the channel running. I'm trying. And again, I'm exhausted. I'm looking forward to a break. But really, football never stops. I will always be making content. It's just the amount will reduce. And of course, got to start planning for next season. Lovely nutmeg there by Birmingham as they make a push. Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United, and Huddersfield, Luton Town, the Championship playoffs so far. I agree, Ian, and I think the Huddersfield Luton Town one gives the opportunity for one of the less fancy teams to get in the mixer there. Lovely ball here for Birmingham, of course, chance for them to cross. However, it's dealt with. Scotty Wharton, I need a better job. Sick of a 16 an hour job. Is that what currency are you getting paid in, Raymond? Are you getting paid in the dollars or are you getting paid in the pounds? It must be silly time out there now. It's 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. for me. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure you smash your subscribe. I do have another goal update, of course, over at Peterborough 3-0 up now against Blackpool. And, of course, as it stands, it is still Huddersfield, Forest, Sheffield United and Luton in the playoffs. Here comes Birmingham. They are looking for a goal, and they've been all over us for the last 2 or 3 minutes here. Hang on a minute. Clear. What's it like switching from UK to US? I'll get to that in a minute. Good Burton scored to tell critics he still has it in it. Sell 20 million, invest 10 million. I think I'd like to think we're going to get some money. I don't know if we're going to get that kind of money. That would be great. That's a shit bit of play there. What's it like switching from the UK to the US? It's good. And do you know what? It's still, I've been here 10 years now, 10, 11 years. Still shiny to me, still feels new and interesting. I am an adult though. I think if I've moved when I was younger, things would be a little bit different. But I do miss a lot of things about the UK. There's great perks for being in the US compared to being in the UK, but there's also the roles reversed. $70 an hour, okay. You're Norwegian kroner. See, Norway's always appealed to me. That Scandinavia region appeals to me. Red card at Deepdale. Preston 3-1 up against Middlesbrough. Of course, the red card's going to Middlesbrough. I'll tell you all about that later. Yeah, it's all right. Do you miss not being able? I do miss not going in stable. Dirk, are you back in Germany in the World Cup? Of course I am, Alan. Of course I am. And I'll also be keeping an eye on. You have no American twang in your chat. Well, I don't. I don't want to pick up the American accent. Anyway, so I miss the UK food. I miss UK history. We do like to get out and about and do a bit of sightseeing and stuff like that. And when we were in England, we would go into a lot of the castles and the sort of historical sites in England and Britain. And Britain is underrated. You know that while you're there, it's underrated. I really kind of kick myself a little bit for not really exploring what Britain has to offer. And again, we did see a lot of stuff. We did see a lot of stuff, but we could have went a little bit more deep. Scotland is a beautiful country, especially the rural areas, even the islands of like Orkney and things like that. Great places to go to explore. I didn't really take advantage of it. And also being on the cornerstone of Europe, yes, you'll take a little bit of. And with a dog as well, we're big time. We hardly ever leave Luna alone. But not being able to go and explore other countries with our dog is a restriction that's going to bite us in the ass. later. You know, you've got Italy, Spain, all there. Yes, of course, you're going to drive. But I do miss that. I do miss that. Do miss the food. Do miss the TV over here is dreadful. I do miss English TV. However, I do have the ability to watch UK. So that's that. I do miss Greg's. Greg's is something. I just went to Canada. We went to Canada a couple of weeks ago. Hang on a minute. Chance here for Birmingham on the right-hand side. Whipper crossing, can they? They stall, lose a bit of ground and go backwards again. I went up to Canada. They have a lot of expat stores up there, sort of expat little family stores with British products, which is great. And it's not too far away, 4 hours drive. We make a weekend of it. But they have a couple of bakeries. And there's a chance here for Gallagher. 1-on-1. He's got a lot of work to do, though. He's going wide. Hopefully he can force a chance here for I love McInday to get a goal, or Gallagher, or Bloody, or Edges. But we lose it, and Birmingham will break themselves. Do you miss the tax? No. Appreciate that, DSG. So yeah, there are some little family bakeries, and they do sell. We bought a bunch of them. Bought a bunch of pies. It's a free kick here for Birmingham, right on the edge. And it's a chance for Birmingham to pepper us with a goal. Here, chance. So they do have bakeries. So I bought 2 sausage rolls, 2 Cornish pasties, and 2 Scottish bridies, and I freezed them, and I brought them back. They're in the freezer right now, actually. So they're there because there's no bakeries out there. Preston 4-1 up against Middlesbrough. Absolute embarrassment. Chris Wilder, pack your bags, they're saying. How did you get a green card? Well, my wife's American, so I was a resident, but now I'm a national. I can vote. I did vote. What else have you said in here? Have you been to UK? Yes. We try to go back every couple of years. And of course we've got tickets to go back. We were supposed to go back. What was it? Was it last Christmas or the Christmas before? A couple of Christmases ago, actually. We were supposed to go back, but the COVID has put a block on it. I was meant to go back for the playoffs, but of course we shit the bed there. Here comes Lyle Taylor. I've been talking about him all day, and he puts it over. Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah, so we try to go back every couple of years. We will go back this year. I'm hoping it's going to be, I don't know when it will be, actually. Probably either Christmas, but you never know. When did we meet my wife? Well, we met in the glorious days of the internet. That's right. And she moved over from USA, did remote work with a current job, which she still is today. And yeah, it was all, we did a long distance thing for about 18 months, something like that. It was expensive, but we made it work, and yeah. And since then, long story short, did finish my Air Force days, and then we moved across the pond. So there you have it. There is it. Have you ever got annoyed with someone called soccer? I do correct them. Luca. I do say that. I do pick up. Chance here now. No, Gallagher. Gallagher's coming off. I don't know who came on, to be honest with you. You got me talking. Bournemouth are beating Millwall. Rovers are in 8th. Let's get excited about that. We're up to 8th. We like that. Ending the season, top 8. 6 points off the playoffs. Ain't bad, guys. It's not brilliant, of course, when you consider we were second, but it ain't bad. Ending the season with a bang, with of course a couple of cracking goals as well. What's your favourite Blackburn Rovers top and strip? I don't have it on. Of course, the McEwen's Lager one. In fact, I tell you what. It's chance here, Birmingham. Good goal. Birmingham have got it. Pedersen with a cracker. I'm not going to put that online. You can stick it up your arse, mate. No disrespect. Pedersen has made it 2-1. Great goal. Well, it's not really a great goal. It's a well-worked, hard-worked goal. Birmingham, of course, with it. So a bit of something to get excited about. Goal also at Swansea. QPR are winning. Warburton ending, of course, his campaign with a W as well. So 2-1 it is right now. Rovers still have the lead. They've been a bit shit. Been a bit exposed since the changes. But Pedersen with the goal, I believe. They haven't updated the score here. Pedersen, lovely little 1-2, gets it back. It's a centre back, finds the corner. 2-1 it is. So yeah, wow indeed. So why would you Alan Shearer to take over Rovers, he wouldn't. I wouldn't want that. You know what, with Shearer, of course, I'm sure he of course, he's got admiration for Rovers. He likes Blackburn Rovers, but he doesn't love Blackburn Rovers. He loves Newcastle. That's where his heart's at. Of course, he will always have maybe an input on Rovers, and if we were to get promoted, we might get a tweet out of him. But to be honest with you, it's like Southampton. Does he like Southampton? No. Or he doesn't really comment about that. Of course, he has good days with it. He's got that Premier League medal. But realistically, despite the goals and despite all of that, and there is Alan Shearer way, and we will always love him for that. But we love him more than he loves us. That's the way to look at it. Yeah. He had his shot at management, didn't like it. Even at his beloved Newcastle, didn't take to it like a duck to water. And look at him now, sitting on a couch, making his thoughts felt. And I think he's happy with that. McAday's one of the most appreciated. Yeah, he is. Hooray, we scored. Does nothing all season and now scores. Same problem with Sutton. He's a Norwich fan over Rovers. And Sutton is more Celtic than Blackburn Rovers. So, and same with Tim Sherwood. You know, there's not many ones that, like Colin Hendry, I think, is more Rovers. You know, he had time at Rangers. He does comment on that, but he is. It's a chance here now for Birmingham to get a second here on the left hand side, get a corner instead. Dirk, are you originally from Lancashire? No, but I did live there for a good part of my childhood or youth. I'm a weird one. I'm born in Germany. My mum's German, my dad's Scottish. Lived all over the place, but also lived about 2-3 years in Lancashire. So that's where, and I was actually a fan of Blackburn Rovers before we moved to Lancashire. Chance here, corner whipped in, and there's a couple of bodies in the box there. Sends on to the Rovers now. What's your favourite Blackburn Rovers goal in the season so far? Well, Ian McDade. There's two of them today. I'm gonna claim the Buckaroo one. I think that's my goal of the season. Of course, as we enter the final 10 minutes of the season. My favourite top, though, we're going back to Ian's question back then. It's a rare top. That was not actually a full season top. It's a cause one. I don't have it. There's only a few in existence. It's just like the McEwen's Lager one, old school retro 1993, 1994 era. It has cause on it. I would pay some good money for that. There's only a few in existence. I think they were only worn by players. So that's my favourite. But again, I don't own one. I would like to own one. I do like the Kappa one that we had. I do like the Kappa brand. I think that's quite saucy and looks pretty snazzy. However, you've got to have the right build for that. Of course, in my younger days, yes, I can't really wear it now because it'll become some podginess all over the place. Chance here maybe for Rovers to get a third, but no. Etheridge will clean up at the moment. So there's a pass back here. We're going to have a pass back free kick. A pass back free kick for Rovers. It's in the box here. This is interesting. I don't see many of these. These are like a rocking horse shit. These are free kick inside the area. It's a pass back. Referee's given it. XXL and I was still. I know. Yeah. It's yeah. I have the red one somewhere. Again, they're all hung up at the back here. But free kick inside the box for Rovers. Free kick inside. We don't see many of these pass back free kicks. I thought they'd gone out of existence, to be honest with you. So we've got a chance here. It's a bit of at an angle. But it's, I don't know. Do they practice these or what? It's like a penalty, but with a massive wall. This could be a chance here to make it 3-1. Dax hanging over there. Buckling's hanging over it. It looks like they're going to go for a fancy set piece, maybe. A little trick shot. Trick play, potentially. Buckley's looking at this. Looks like Dax fancying it. He might just go for power. Dak with a weird lineup. I think it's going to be short. Shit. A couple of handballs, perhaps shouts in there, but it was garbage. There was a lot of bodies in that box. But yeah, I like that Kappa one. I did do a Rovers video about the best ever Blackburn Rovers shirt, so check it out on the channel. I did review all of them. Not all the ones that I own, but all the ones in existence. I don't know if I included the cause one. Peterborough 4-0 up against Blackpool. They're bowing out to the Championship in style. Is this the Critchley effect? Is this the Critchley effect? You know, we could be looking at Critchley next season. You know, take that from what you will. I'm a big Dolan fan. I think Dolan. Well, I'm a growing Dolan fan, and Dolan is a growing player. I don't think this season he's been that great. I think he's been good, but I think next season is a chance for him to really step it up. Of course, with Diaz potentially going, Rothwell going, a couple of creative players leaving. Dolan, of course, still a youngster. He ain't no Brennan Johnson or whatever it is. I think next season it'll be his time to shine properly. However, how the heck are we going to fit in Buckley, Dack, Dolan, McInday, Hedges, Gallagher? Who else am I missing? There's probably someone else I'm missing as well. You know, I think options is great. A chance here. I think McInday, to be honest with you, might want to start, but he might not get. He might have to bide his time. He's still a youngster. 4,000 away from 30,000 subs. Yeah, so that's a long way to go, Raymond. It's a long way to go. I'm hoping to get there by the end of the year with, of course, the World Cup year. I might even get more than, hopefully get more than that. But it is a World Cup year. So, yeah, we're looking to break 30k by the end of the year. That would be great. So, yeah. 5 minutes to go. Rovers have been clinical today. But Birmingham ending this match stronger. It's a shout for handball there. Go for goal. Taylor's wide open. Makes a right mess of it. And that's your answer for that. I answered my own question there. Lyle Taylor, point blank chance. But he couldn't get it on the volley. Look at that. Bit of commiserations by Kaminsky. Trying to patch up some wounds there. Or some sort of, you know, poor relations with, of course, matey boy earlier. They had a bit of a tussle. But yeah, Dolan for me. What's going to happen with the likes of Cadra next season? Van Heck, I know they're going to go back. I'd like to see. I'd like to be. You know, when you look at Brighton, they're doing okay. Potter's doing a fantastic job there. Is Van Heck going to get in there? Hello, Ben Hayward. Welcome to the chat. Is Van Heck going to be a part of Brighton's team? I know this is going to give them the chance to stake a claim. Same for Cadra, stake a claim next season. But I think they will be expendable at Brighton next season. When you look at some of the defenders that they have and some of the money that they'll get. You know, so maybe we might not see the end of Van Heck. Maybe we might not see the end of Cadra. Of course, it will all depend on our manager. And hopefully, I think we've given them the experience that they needed. Well received, Cadra, of course, for Blackburn Rovers, and of course Van Heck, Player of the Year. You know, so he's going to have fond memories for Blackburn as well. Just like the previous loans. Again, Mowbray deserves a lot of credit for bringing these guys in. Harvey Elliott, Tunton Adebayo. Who else did we have was pretty good? Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Dylan McInday's not had much. He's seen a bit of the ball. Lovely silky skills, a lot of trickery. Oh, a silky move. A ball in the middle of the box there, but no one could get on the end of it. Of course. Yeah, respect to you guys for stopping by. Make sure you smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up as well. Hit the little bell if you're new to the zone. We will be having more videos. They are going to be taking a bit of a slowdown, though, over the next few days, because I've got a lot going on behind the scenes. I'm very, very much stressed with a lot of shite, and I'm exhausted. Where's Mowbray going next season? I don't know. I think Mowbray might take a break. I think he might have a few months off, and I don't think he will start in a role next season. The only role I think he could do, and it will be with bated breath, and it might be a little bit of a sticky wicket, would be Sunderland if they don't get promoted. If they decide to get rid of Alex Neil. Lovely ball. Oh, shit, McInday nearly had the chance. Lay it off. Still alive. McInday had about 3 shots there. Couldn't get it in the back of the net. Welcome, Fuji. Welcome to the gang. But yeah, I think Mowbray will be looking for it. He won't be looking for a job. He'll be taking some time out and waiting for that role. I did see links with a Hartlepool job, maybe. And I did do a little bit of a Google. Chance here for Birmingham. Creates a bit of space. Goes wide, though. I did do a little Google for him. between Middlesbrough and Hartlepool. 25-minute drive that would be a commute, so that could be close to him. People are 5-0 up against Blackpool. Of course, let's recap the results as we enter the final couple of minutes. Fulham are losing 4-0. They get spanked by Sheffield United. How do you like that then, Fulham? Bournemouth 1-0 up against Millwall, which of course has put Rovers into 8th. Of course, Huddersfield in 3rd. Forest are in 4th. Sheffield United are in 5th, and Luton Town will complete the playoffs, which would mean Huddersfield taking on Luton Town in one semi-final and Nottingham Forest taking on Sheffield United in, of course, the other semi-final, which would mean either Huddersfield, Luton in that final up against Forest, or Sheffield United in that final. Of course it does. Meanwhile, moving down, of course, we already knew Peterborough Derby, Barnsley are going to go down. That's confirmed. Long ball back. Kaminsky will pick this up. Well done. No, yeah, I don't. There is a glimmer, a sliver of hope he might stay, but I don't think. Like, I'm talking like a 0.01% chance that he could stay. But I'm hearing weird noises. What in the shot was that? Okay, that's horse shite. Why did they take out Diaz? Because, you know, he's done his job. He's done his job, got a goal. You know, you don't want to injure him. You want to be able to sell him. And, you know, you want to leave him in good shape. You know, wherever he goes. Final whistle. So, Bournemouth have ended Millwall's hopes. They, of course, it's over. There's Lyle Taylor. He will go back to Forest without a goal. Rovers, of course, looking to remain in 8th. And at the minute, it's doing that. The only thing that would change that is if a late goal from Birmingham. Scott Hogan coming on to the final couple of minutes, but hopefully Rovers will close up shop here, finish 8th in the end of the season. Ain't too shabby. Of course, it's not 2nd, is it? It's not 6th either. Maybe we're at Blues next season. I don't know. Are you going to look? He says he wants to be closer to home. You've got to look at that geographic location. He is linked with Hibernian. That's a bit of a drive. He's linked with Hartlepool, who are looking. Both teams looking for a job. 4 minutes of stoppage time to be played. But Sunderland, I think, would be the only one I think he outside, or Middlesbrough. If he's in cahoots with Gibbo over there, and Chris Wilder was to go to Burnley, then maybe. I also heard another grumbling about maybe West Brom, and again, it's not really closer to home, is it, West Brom? James Brown's done an alright job today. Lovely ball. Is he offside? Potentially on that one. Diaz says he wants to stay at Rovers at least one more season on an interview in a Chilean Reporter. I don't know. Maybe you misheard that. Maybe he'll say he'll sign on for another year. If he's gonna stay for another season, he has to sign another contract. Oh, that's a shit pass there by James Brown. He'll go out for a corner. This could put a damp squib to the end of this match here. Because if they were to get a goal, we would. Best not look at that actually, because that could change the whole spectrum of the table. Birmingham corner. We're into the final 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. 5-0 put Peterborough over Blackpool. Final result there. West Brom 4-0 up against Barnsley. Kaminsky punches that clear. Excellent stuff. So there's not going to be a review here. I'm not going to do a review. I'm going to try and take a few days to kind of clear my head. I've got a lot going on behind the scenes. It is over for Middlesbrough. They are toast. 4-1. They both got a bit of a spanking by Preston and Ryan Lowe. Good riddance, Lyle Taylor, Pedersen, keep Harley Dean. Stephen Bennett there. Respect, of course. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate that, Raymond. Appreciate it. Make sure you come back. We'll have some streams over the summer, whether it is Nations League, whether it is playoff finals, whether it is something else, maybe some friendlies. I don't know. There'll be some streams, of course. I'll also be doing some content, hopefully, over on Twitch, whether it's FIFA, Football Manager, whatever it is, once the dust settles. And, of course, I can get into a new rhythm, a new habit over the course of the season. So the final whistles are going around the grounds. Bournemouth 1-0 up against Millwall. That's done. Derby did lose. Wayne Rooney's last game in the Championship as their manager. 1-0 loss to Cardiff. Also, final score, Peterborough 5-0 up against Blackpool. That's done. Preston 4-1 up against Middlesbrough. That's completed. Huddersfield Town have beaten Bristol City. They'll go into the playoffs on the back of a win. There's a man down here. Oh, some streaker or some guy trying to come on the pitch. What else do we have? Preston 4-1 up against Middlesbrough, that's confirmed as well. West Brom 4-0 up against Barnsley, that's done and dusted. And Warburton has won his final game at Swansea. 1-0 win there for them. Thanks for doing Rose live stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, and we should do that. Yeah, I am going to still be here over the summer. Hopefully, I need to reconnect with the Rover season mafioso to kind of outline what we're going to do next season. But I'm going to be providing updates, of course, of the new manager, any transfers in and out, all that kind of stuff. But I just need about a week, 2 weeks to kind of clear my head and kind of get ready. I'm back to school next week, as in graduate school. So that's going to take a little bit of time on my hands. Also, I've got a big old major interview coming up soon, and I've also something else. There's some other potential job prospects around the Champions League as well. All that kind of stuff to look forward to. But anyway, final whistle. Is that over? There it is. Happy days. Rovers will finish the season in 8th. Yes, quote that little bad boy. Fantastic run. Great goals as well to end the season for Blackburn Rovers. 2-1 it is. Birmingham, of course, will revisit there. And the players are on the pitch, or the fans on the pitch. There's flares on the pitch. I don't know what they're celebrating. I don't know what this is all about. Why do they do this? Why do they do this? Flares, Rovers players, get your ass off there. This should be the time for Rovers fans to say goodbye to Mowbray, to say goodbye to Diaz, say goodbye to any, of course, potential players. McInday looked lively. Of course, could have had a couple of goals himself. Yeah, and again, new season next year. Oh, there's a goal, late drama. Holy shit, that does do something. Chaos last minute. Hull City are losing. Nottingham Forest are winning, which will put them into 3rd. Luton Town, of course, also winning, but it means now Forest will take on Luton Town. Huddersfield will take on Sheffield United. What drama to the death. 4th minute of stoppage time. It's massive. That's, of course, will put a different spin of things for the playoffs. You would now fancy Forest and, of course, Sheffield United to make that final, which, of course, will dent Luton Town's hopes. But they've got to be in it to win it. Of course, most recently, Luton Town did. In fact, oh my gosh! Whoa! Oh, there's a goal at Hull City as well. They've pulled it back. 1-1 indeed. Holy batshit crazy. They're taking the spin off my end here. Hull City have equalised. Dramatic stuff going on at the KCOM. Shut up, Lassies, boys. Bloody hell, turned it on its head. Last minute drama indeed. So it's back as you were. Hull City, Huddersfield Town will take on Luton now. Get in there. That's what you wanted. End that game there, please. Because that's the final we wanted. That's the playoff we wanted. Gives Huddersfield and Luton Town a chance, of course. Goodness gracious me, what drama to the end in the Championship. 2 goals at the end. A Hull City 1, Nottingham Forest 1. That should be it, of course. Meanwhile, they're into the 8th minute, 7th minute over at the Kenilworth Road. 1-0 it is for Luton Town. But the story of the day here, 2 zingers, chicken dinners, of course, for Rovers. There's a bit of a protest here for Birmingham. There's a bit of a protest here. A lot of fans congregating in the middle of the field here, making their voices heard. A lot of guys being dickheads. Pardon my French. Rovers are 9th. No, we are 8th. Refresh your clocks, mate. Refresh your clocks. We're above Millwall. We are above Millwall. So take that, Annette. We are 8th. We are 8th in the table as it stands. So I'm happy with that. I think it's an okay end to the season. Mowbray, I believe, we'll be moving on to pastures new. Durcarino in the house, that's me. I'm going to say ta-ta for now. I'm not going to do a review here. I don't want to. There was a dead rubber of a game. But I might clip Mowbray's comments and put that as a separate video later. But it's it. It's over. Rovers 2-1 up here today. Big goals from Buckley. Big goals to Diaz. Probably his last. And, of course, Blackburn Rovers colours. But we'll go again next season. We'll be back. We'll have previews, reviews, all that kind of stuff. But for till then, I am out of here. These are the scores, of course. This is the table. That table is a little wrong. I don't know why. But, of course, next season I'll use this bit of kit here. But anyway, I'm out of here. Subscribe, all that kind of stuff. See you later. Well done, Rovers. Thanks, Tony Mowbray. You are a superstar standout. Appreciate your managerial stuff here. But, of course, enjoy your summer, Mowbray. And, of course, probably, I think this is ta-ta for now. But until then, boys, I will see you all later. Thanks for everything. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being part of the community. And, of course, we'll be back. I'm probably going to be back tomorrow. So, anyway, see you all later. But until then, I'm out.